The shir is dedicated L'Zecha Nishmas Rachaleya Bas Rav Chaim Tzvi. We're going to be studying a new parak in Tehillim. We actually, last year, examined the parak preceding this parak, slightly preceding this parak, namely, Tfilah L'Moshe Isha Elokim, Hashem Ha'yisa Lanu, that Hashem was a habitation for us Midor L'Dor. Now we're going to be studying also a parak that appears in the Mizmorim of Shabbos. In that sense, I meant that the parak in Tehillim of Tfilah Moshe precedes this particular parak, and that is parak Kuf Lamed Hey. Kuf Lamed Hey is a parak that's recited on Shabbos morning, and we'll see that this parak actually is connected to a number of other prakim in Sefer Tehillim. You have in front of you essentially two sheets, and basically the two sheets in front of you present two different schemata of this particular parak in Tehillim. And what we're going to do is examine, as we always do, the overall structure of the parak in order to understand its basic scheme, and then subsequently we will examine some of the internal elements, some of the nuts and bolts of this particular parak. Let's first examine the parak from a overall standpoint and get a sense of what this parak is all about. The parak begins with the language, of course, of Hallelujah. We've had actually occasion in the past to refer to this particular word, which of course is a composite of two words, namely the language of Hallelu and Ka. And we mentioned in the Shurim that we said on Ashrei that there's a distinction between the language of Yud Kei Vav Kei and the language of Yud Kei, Yud Hey. One, of course, is the total and full form of the Shem Hashem. The other, of course, represents a truncated form of the Shem Hashem. And in Ashrei, we had noted the following, that there David HaMelech speaks about Ashrei Yoshev Eisecha Od Ya'alucha Sela Ashrei Ha'am Shekachalo Ashrei Ha'am She'Hashem Elokav. Happy is the people that Hashem is their God, referring to Klal Yisrael. Aromimcha Elokai HaMelech, we elevate Hashem. V'avarcha Shimcha L'Yolam Voed. B'chol Yom Avarcheka, the concept of bracha and the concept of praising Hashem is one that is an ongoing venture. Gadol Hashem u'mehulam miyod. Yud Kei Vav Kei. The Shem Hashem is great and is worthy of praise. V'ligdulaso ein cheker. Dor lidor yishabach ma'asecha. There's a masora of generations upon generations that praise Hashem Yisbarach. Ugvura secha yagidu. Hadar kodo decha v'divrei niflo secha asicha. Ve'ezuz noyo secha yemeiru. Ugdolascha saplena. And then we continue in the Ashrei. Zecher Rav Tu B'chol Yabiyu V'tzikoscha Yiraninu Chanu V'rachum Hashem Erech HaPayim Do Chesed. All the attributes of Hashem are elaborated upon in the Ashrei. Chanun V'rachum Hashem Erech HaPayim Do Chesed Tov Hashem L'Kol V'rachamol L'Kol Ma'asav. And there we noted that there the praise of Hashem is of universal nature, not limited to Klal Yisrael, but rather Gadol Hashem U'mehulam Miyod. L'asoi cheker, dolodo yishabach ma'asecha, hadak v'ledecha, divrei neflosecha asicha, ve'ezul nosecha yemein loscha samen, zecher atuv chayabiu, chanu racham Hashem erech hapayim, tov Hashem lakol v'chamov, al kol ma'asav, yiduch Hashem kol ma'asecha. So we have here a combination of the entire world engaged in the praise of Hashem, and of course specifically Klal Yisrael, v'chasidecha yivarchucha. Kvei malchus chayim meir gos chay labeo lo yidi avnei hadam givurei sev v'chadam malchuso malchus cha malchus kol elamim v'mshaltecha b'chol dor v'dor, the sense of ubiquitous shevach somech Hashem l'kol haniflim v'zogev l'chol hakfufim henei kol elach yisabelu. The idea of kol, of course, is the universal sense of humanity offering paeans of praise to Hashem Yisbarach. Hashem sustains all living beings. Tzadik Hashem b'chol d'ruachav v'chassid b'chol ma'asav, Korav Hashem b'chol korav, l'chol asher yikuv emes. Anyone who turns to Hashem, anyone who's close to Him, will receive a response, an affirmative response. However, being that there are two groups, namely the universal group, and there are the Yereim, the Shleimim, the Hasidim, that the Rebbeinu Shalom responds to them, obviously even more so than the response to mankind in a universal sense. Ritzon Yoav Yaseh v'Shavosam Yishma v'Yosheim Shomer Hashem Eskol Oyavo v'Eskol Oshoim Yashmin Tilas Hashem Yidaber Pi v'Vorech Kol Basar Shem Koshel Yolam Boen. However, what's the greatness of Klal Yisrael? Because here lies the distinction between Klal Yisrael and Umas HaOlam. We pointed this out based on Rashi several times in Tanakh. The Umas HaOlam also come to the Beis HaMikdash. The Beis HaMikdash is a Makam Tefillah.